Children between the ages of 6 and 11 are trying to develop a sense of competence. But what happens in the case of a major event? What do we know about the effect of a major storm, such as Andrew, on a child's development at this stage? According to Piaget, children at this stage are sociocentric, meaning they will be aware that others have views that are different from theirs. They may not, however, be aware of the other person's perspectives. Maybe mom is upset because the roof has a hole in it, but the child is not aware that the roof has a hole in it. He only sees that mom is upset. The child is going to want to help as much as possible. But we all know that preparing for an event, such as a hurricane, can get chaotic. Again, if mom is panicking because the roof has a hole in it, this may not be an ideal time for a child to help, and the mom may lash out at the child. Kohlberg suggests that the children's main focus for this stage of development is gaining the approval of others. In this case, it would be their parents. The child will most likely volunteer in order to gain the approval of their parents and other adults. Traditional developmentalists have pointed out that school-age children search for opportunities to demonstrate personal abilities and achievements. If the child is having a hard time coping with the events of the storm, he or she will likely not engage with other adults and would not want to learn a new skill. Erikson explains that children are learning to cope with social demands. If they are not able to be helpful around the community or in the house, they will feel inferior. Erikson feels that at this stage, children have a drive to acquire new skills and do meaningful work. Children will also be gathering an awareness of the way people in their environments are connected and will learn more about working together and helping others. A child with poor attachment will have a hard time wanting to cooperate with others and would most likely keep to themselves and probably avoid talking to other adults during and after the storm. The inability to form emotional bonds with others would mean the child likely has very few friends and probably won't be too traumatized if they were to be separated. The family plays a critical role in supporting the child's development through the storm. The child is going to be frightened because the lights are off, there is no running water, and there is no access to the things that they may normally have. However, the family will be available to provide specific feedback to make the child feel safe during and after the storm. Sometimes families can get frustrated and turn their attention to survival mode based on what they are going through themselves. But as long as the family gives the child the support they need to become involved in the rebuilding of their communities, the child will be able to successfully pass this stage of development.